Welcome to Tom and Ben News United Kingdom. Here is the top stories this evening. A state of emergency has been declared as Russia brings its war into Ukrainian homes.
Northern Ireland is bringing in changes for young drivers, becoming the first UK nation to do so.
And a watchdog is appealing for witnesses after huge piles of rubbish were illegally dumped in Ayrshire. A watchdog has appealed for witnesses or anyone with details after large amounts of rubbish have been illegally dumped by lorries across Ayrshire last month.
The Scottish Environment Protection Agency said the illegal deposits, which both took place in late December, appeared to have been made by white lorries passing through the region, and that it would have a serious impact on the local environment.
The first deposit of waste was discovered near the Dundonald Road area of the Moorfield Industrial Estate in Kilmarnock and is believed to have been deposited between the 22nd and 29th of December, while a second was discovered in Lugar on the 30th.
The vehicles believed to be involved are thought to have been travelling through Muirkirk to Lugar between 4 and 6 p.m. that day.
Wizz Air could be about to enter the transatlantic market with plans to launch its first flights to the United States from the UK.
It is currently seeking approval to be able to fly in the US, applying for permission with the Department of Transport.
The budget airline currently operates as a low-cost carrier, offering flights from the UK to mainland Europe and Africa. If it gets the go-ahead, popular US destinations from the UK, especially for low-cost carriers, include New York, Miami and Orlando.
A state of emergency has been declared in Ukraine as Russia brings its war into residential areas, including those in the capital, Kyiv.
Moscow's relentless attacks on Ukraine's infrastructure are forcing people to wear multiple layers of clothes or turn on gas ovens just to generate enough warmth to stay alive as temperatures drop as low as 20 degrees Celsius below zero.
Life in Ukraine was already tough enough given the threat of Russian missile and drone attacks that also hit residential areas as well as energy infrastructure such as substations.
Northern Ireland is set to become the first part of the UK to introduce new rules for new drivers in a bid to reduce fatal road crashes involving young people.
The graduated driver licensing reforms, described as the most significant changes in 7 decades, will see Northern Ireland adopt a version of laws in place in countries including Australia, the US and the neighbouring Republic of Ireland.
The rules apply to all new drivers but are particularly aimed at 17 to 23-year-olds and include a 6-month waiting period for learner drivers before taking a practical test, as well as restrictions on nighttime driving and passenger numbers. The rules are due to become effective this October.
And sad news, weather presenter Carol Kirkwood has fought back tears after she has announced a couple of days ago on BBC Breakfast that she would be leaving the corporation after more than 25 years.
The 63-year-old from Mora near Mallaig in West Scotland joined the BBC in 1998 and will leave effective from April, and said it has been an absolute privilege to bring viewers the weather.
After starting her BBC presenting career on the news channel, Kirkwood went on to appear regularly on BBC One. She has been the main weather presenter on BBC Breakfast since 2010.
She is known as one of the most familiar and friendly faces on the BBC, and her weather updates are watched and trusted by an audience of millions every day.
She then hugged her co-presenters John Kay and Sally Nugent, saying, "It was really hard for me to say this because I love my job." And let's get to our weather forecast, and the rain wave is still continuing.
When will the days of wet weather end?
I honestly do not know, but I wish it could end a whole lot sooner.
That's the news. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and see you next Thursday. Follow us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/Tom and Ben News for UK and hitting either the like or follow buttons.
And don't forget to hit the follow button on our Blue Sky page, which is at tnbnews4uk.bsky.social.